This is an Ares Ion. It is the latest entry in a lineup of Crusader Industries ships, and we are going to be trying out the Crusader Ares in this video. So we'll start with the Ion. It is some sort of a sniper ship with a massive size 7 laser gun. And so we are going to see if it is good at being a starfighter, which is why I decided to take a couple of missions. First, we will take here a bounty hunting mission. It is the entry-level bounty hunting mission. I had to do a character reset, unfortunately, and well, you can see it only has the ammo is very limited with only 16 shots, and when you keep on firing it just won't recharge, so you're gonna have to stop firing, and it will take eventually a little bit of time for the gun to recharge. Now, is it good? Well, it does a little bit of damage for sure. As you can see, with a couple of shots I was able to take down my target. Very effective indeed, but as expected, it is a sniper ship, so it's not really very good at dogfighting. You're gonna have to take down your target at a certain distance, and we're gonna have more dogfighting a little bit later. But then, is it better against larger ships? And that's why I did an ECN mission. Now, this ECN mission is going to feature some cutlasses, which are going to be more of a threat. And unfortunately, the servers were not working so well, so that's why those cutlasses were not responding so much. But again, as you can see, all it took was a couple of well-placed shots, and I was able to put those cutlasses and buccaneers to shreds in mere seconds. So there we have it. This is the Ion in its full glory, right? But what about the other ship, the Inferno? Now, this one is very interesting because while the Ion is more designed to take down capital ships, and unfortunately I didn't have any missions with capital ships available here in this live server, so that's why you guys were not able to see any of that. But the Inferno is more dedicated to fighting like gunship, like it would be, for example, the perfect Constellation killer or some larger starfighter killer. So let's see how good it is, and so we are going to do the same drill with some entry-level bounty hunting missions, and again you can see that it is shredding those starfighter to pieces. Now, very interestingly, this ship is not very maneuverable, as you can say. It is also not the fastest, although significantly faster than ships of the same maneuverability, like I would say it has the same maneuverability of the Cutlass, for example, but with a top speed of almost 1200 meters per second, it definitely is able to escape some of its more menacing foes, which are some of the bigger ships with the bigger guns. Now, it's not going to be able to outrun ships like smaller fighters, for example, but that's okay. That's okay. Speaking of the ammunition, I was really wondering, because that's one of my biggest concerns when it comes to Gatling guns, is that eventually they run out of ammo and you have to resupply at the station. With 3,800 bullets, that is enough to do a couple of missions, and I wanted to see how many missions I was able to do, and eventually I found out that I was able to complete 5 missions, including an ECN mission with some constellations, and I was a bit disappointed. I would say I was expecting the constellations to go down much faster than they did. I mean, it took about 400 to 600 bullets to take down a constellation, so that was I spent most of my ammunition actually on that ECN mission with the constellation. So bear that in mind when you are actually fighting larger ships. You are going to be using a lot of ammo, so I would say that for like dogfighter, starfighter to starfighter, the Inferno is a better ship. But for that particular mission with the constellation, I think that the Ion would have been more suitable, because I've really wasted a lot of my ammo, and I could have done a lot of bounty hunting missions instead, which really took a few seconds to take that. I think that the most challenging bounty hunting mission that I did out of the 5 missions I did with the Inferno was the one with the M50, for 2 reasons. Of course, the first one is because I was running out of ammo, so I really had to manage my shots and make sure that I would not be wasting any bullets here. And eventually I run out of ammunition. I was like, oh no, what am I going to do? And it turns out that the Ares do have a couple of missiles, and the top speed of the Ares allows you to gain some distance, which is then going to allow you to take some blocks and take down those targets. And this is how I was able to finish those missions. Now, what is my verdict on the Ares? Well, first, let me tell you that resupplying your ship, you gotta know what you're doing. You have to, when you're doing those missions, you gotta have to make sure that you get paid, because look at that. When I went back to Everest Harbor to resupply my ship, it cost me 4,000 Alpha UEC, 3,000 of which is of bullets for the single size 7 guns. So it is an expensive ship to maintain. Is it a ship that I'm going to buy? No, this is not a ship for me. Why? Because I don't like sniper ships. I like close range combat, and I like fast firing lasers, and I'm not a big fan of ammunition because, you know, just having to go back to some station to resupply is something that I find annoying. I want to be in the action as much as possible all the time. The only time I want to go back to the station is to refuel, which is why I would rather have some kind of Starfighter for these kind of jobs rather than the Ares. But I'm pretty sure that it is going to have its fans. I love the style, I love the visibility as well, and for a ship of its size with the armament of its size, it is decently maneuverable, I would say. So let me know in the comment section down below, guys. Were you convinced by this little test? Do you have an Ares, or do you plan to buy an Ares? If you answer this question and subscribe to the channel, you can get to win a Prospector thanks to Abnadoon. Also on Discord, we have 2 prizes as well. We have a Retaliator and an Argo Cargo. If you are a member of the Join Button membership or Patreon, you should have access to that Discord channel. That's all for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Have a wonderful day. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.
Target destroyed.
A huge shout out to everyone who's been helping me out on Patreon and via the YouTube Joint membership program. Creating content on YouTube involves continuous circles of ups and downs, and it is when we are the lower parts of the curve that your help really motivates me to keep on going. Your contribution really does make a difference, which is why in return I try to give back by offering backers access to my private Discord channel, automatic access to exclusive giveaways, or answering your questions during the show. You can help me out with as little as $1 a month, and any help is greatly appreciated. Thank you very much for watching again. This is the Eradicator. I'll see you guys later.